Have you ever experienced this? A group discussion lasts 2 hours only to realize that no one was actually talking about the same thing. You write a 30-page report and your boss simply asks, "So what's the point?" In a decision-making meeting, everyone keeps saying, "But why does communication often feel like people are talking past each other? Why does it seem like everyone's on a different page when discussing problems?" The root cause is actually simple. People are looking at the problem from different angles and expressing themselves at different levels. And most meeting facilitators lack a tool to align everyone's thinking. That tool is the integrated thinking framework. Put simply, it's a three-dimensional thinking model that helps you analyze a problem from multiple angles, levels, and across time. Imagine it as a 3D coordinate system. X-axis, different angles. Just like describing an apple, you can talk about its color, taste, or size. When discussing profit, you might consider revenue, cost, and expenses. This kind of perspective-based thinking is seen in tools like the 6 thinking hats, or pros and cons analysis. Y-axis, levels of abstraction. From apple to fruit to plant, each level gets more abstract. From expenses down to marketing costs, and further into travel, entertainment, and advertising costs. Each step goes deeper into detail. Tools like mind map, structured thinking, and the golden circle are good examples here. Z-axis, time. An apple starts as a seed, grows into a tree, bears fruit, and eventually gets eaten or rots away. A company also follows a life cycle, from startup to growth, maturity, and decline. As time progresses, elements along the X and Y axes may change or remain stable. Let's take an example. You're chairing a company meeting with the topic, "How to increase profits?" Salesperson A says, "Lower the price. Volume will go up." Procurement B says, "We need to pressure suppliers by buying in bulk." HRC says, "Layoffs. We have 10 sales assistants, cut half." Then A immediately reacts, "If you cut the assistants, who's going to handle all the admin work? We won't have time to talk to clients." Now, if you apply the integrated thinking framework, on the X-axis, angles A, B, and C are all addressing the same topic from different angles, all worth listening to. On the Y-axis, level C is focused on a very specific layer, cutting assistants, rather than evaluating the company-wide staffing structure. That's too narrow. The facilitator should redirect the discussion to a higher level before diving into assistant roles, preventing pointless debate between A and C. On the Z-axis, time, a facilitator could ask A, "Are we sure lowering prices will really boost sales? What if volume doesn't increase as expected? Then revenue may not go up at all." Let's move to report writing. Say you're creating a PPT on how to increase profits. Many people write whatever comes to mind, ending up with a fruit salad of ideas, confusing the audience. But if you use the integrated thinking framework, X-axis, profit equals revenue, cost, expenses. Break it into these 3 parts. Y-axis, revenue can be split into product lines or sales regions. Costs into materials and labor. Expenses into sales, admin, RDZ axis. How do changes today affect tomorrow? Lowering material costs. Does that reduce product quality? If quality drops, will customers be unhappy and reduce orders? Cutting RD. Will it hurt future competitiveness in sales? Reducing staff. Will its slow operations hurt customer satisfaction and result in fewer orders? These are all time-based impact assessments of today's decisions on future profits. Finally, ask yourself, did I miss any points of view? Can I go up a level to integrate the details? Have I considered both short and long-term effects? With this framework, your report naturally becomes deeper, clearer, and more convincing. Now, let's talk about something even more complex, strategic decision-making. You're a startup CEO and the team is torn between 2 paths. Should we pursue innovation, building something truly original, or focus on cost efficiency, winning through low prices? Not a simple choice. Let's break it down using the integrated thinking framework. X-axis, technology capability, user needs, market size, competition landscape. All must be factored in. Y-axis, what's your founding mission? To disrupt with innovation or to quickly monetize with Me Too products? Z-axis, short term. What helps survival? Long term. What's sustainable? can you start low cost and pivot to innovation later. Only by laying these out in a structured model can you avoid emotional decision-making and see the full picture, leading to better, more grounded choices. As these examples show, the integrated thinking framework isn't a rigid tool. It's a thinking habit, a habit of viewing problems from multiple angles, different levels, and across time. It helps you clearly express your perspective, communicate more efficiently, align team thinking, make decisions with foresight. Now, try applying this framework to the problem you're facing. I hope today's sharing has given you some inspiration. If you found it helpful, feel free to thumb up, share, or comment below. See you next time.